Spring follow through does not require a big plan. It requires a 2-minute one. By the end of this episode, you will have one specific micro break, backed by a meta analysis of over 2,300 people that you can attach to something you are already doing today. Here's the insight that changed this for me. The reason spring motivation fades by Monday is not a willpower problem, it is an anchoring problem. When fresh start energy has nothing specific to attach to, it dissolves. A 2021 study in the British Journal of Health Psychology confirmed this. People who connected a new behavior to an existing daily routine were more likely to sustain it than people who just picked a time of day. The routine becomes the reminder. So today, we are going to give your spring energy something to attach to. I'm Coach Janet J., and this is your next best step. On Friday, we explored the science of noticing, how paying attention to what is changing around you can genuinely restore your mental energy. If you have not heard that one yet and would like to listen to it alongside this one, they pair well. Friday was about slowing down and noticing. Today is about one gentle next step. Fresh energy is wonderful, and then schedules happen. So instead of aiming for a big seasonal reset, we are going to do something smaller and more effective. 1 Corinthians 3:6-7 says, I planted the seed, Apollos watered it, but God made it grow. So neither the one who plants nor the one who waters is anything, but only God who makes things grow. I love this for today. Paul is not taking credit for the whole harvest. He planted, someone else watered, and God is the one who made it grow. Your job is to plant one small thing and water it faithfully. Paul understood that the harvest was not going to appear the same afternoon he put the seed in the ground. He planted, he kept watering, and he trusted God with the timeline of growth. We do our part consistently, patiently, and God does his. So why does the first Monday of a new season feel so flat? When we encounter a meaningful moment, a new season, a new week, a new intention, our brains get a brief motivational boost. We talked about that in episode 65 during our Lent series. Researchers call those moments temporal landmarks, and they give us a real surge of energy. What matters today is what happened after that initial boost fades. And the answer for most of us is nothing specific. The moment passes, the motivation dissolves, and we are back on autopilot. We already covered the anchoring research. People who attach a new behavior to an existing routine are more likely to keep doing it. We talked about this concept back in episode 36, and the research keeps confirming it. The routine becomes the reminder. What is new today is the second piece, and we've also talked about this before. A meta-analysis published in PLOS 1 in 2022 reviewed 22 studies over 2,300 people and found that micro breaks, short pauses of 10 minutes or less, were consistently linked to increased vigor and reduced fatigue. The researchers noted that these effects held across different types of people and different settings. So here is what that means for your Monday. Even a very short, intentional pause, 2 minutes, can shift how your body and brain feel. And when you connect that pause to something you are already doing, it sticks. All right, here's the part I promised you, the actual strategy. It has 2 pieces, and together they take about 2 minutes. 1, pick your anchor moment. You already know how this works. Choose something you do every day without thinking. Coffee, sitting down at your desk, washing your hands after lunch, getting in the car. Piece 2, attach a 2-minute micro break into it. Instead of adding a new task to your routine, you are adding a brief pause, a moment where you step out of autopilot and let your body and mind reset. Here's what that might sound like. When I sit down at my desk, I will roll my shoulders, unclench my jaw, and take 5 slow breaths before I open my email. After I wash my hands at lunch, I will stand at the window for 2 minutes, just look outside. When I get in the car after work, I will sit for 1 minute before I start the engine and whisper, Lord, steady me for this evening. The difference from what we have done before is the focus. You are not building a new habit. You are inserting a brief recovery moment backed by research into a day that would otherwise run nonstop. One anchor moment, 1 2-minute pause. That is the whole assignment. Now, let me show you how this touches all 4 pillars, because it does. Mentally, when you pre-decide one pause and connect it to routine, you lower the what should I do load. Your brain has one less decision to make, and on a busy Monday, that matters. Emotionally, completing even one tiny thing you said you would do rebuilds confidence. Small wins add up quietly, and they remind you that you are someone who follows through. Physically, a 2-minute break shifts your nervous system. It gives your body a moment to come out of sustained tension. Think of it as basic maintenance for your engine. Spiritually, faithfulness often looks boring from the outside. One prayer whispered while standing at a window is not dramatic. It is also exactly the kind of steady, repeated turning toward God that deepens a faith over time. If your week is already full, if you looked at your calendar this morning and felt your chest tighten, this still fits. One anchor moment, 1 2-minute pause. You are not adding a new system to your life. You are tucking one brief reset inside a routine that already exists. Paul planted, Apollos watered, and they kept showing up because they trusted God with the timing of the growth. We do our part, God does his. That has always been the deal. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with 3 specific 2-minute micro breaks for this week. Pick one, just one. Your body, stand up, roll your shoulders slowly. 5 forward times, 5 backward times. Unclench your jaw, shake out your hands, done. Your nervous system will thank you. For your mind, grab a scrap of paper or open a note on your phone. Write one line. Today I noticed blank. Fill in something from today, a color, a sound, a shift in the air. That one line trains your brain to stay present. Your spirit, read 1 Corinthians 3:7. Only God makes things grow. Then add your own prayer. Lord, bless what I planted today, even if it feels small. If you do all 3 at some point this week, that is 6 minutes of spring follow through. Let me pull this together. Spring motivation fades because it has nothing to attach to. The fix is simple. Pick one routine you already have. Attach a 2-minute micro break to it. Research supports that routine becomes the reminder, and even a short pause increases your energy and reduces fatigue. Your next best step. Pick one autopilot moment today. Pause for 2 minutes. Shoulders, breathing, a prayer, a glance out the window. Do it once. Once is the whole goal. Keep it so doable you almost laugh. That is where consistency is born. Spring does not ask you to bloom all at once. It asks you to show up one small day at a time. If you want a simple way to start each morning grounded before the chaos, head over to yournextbeststep.com and grab the free 5-minute daily reset. It pairs well with what we have covered today. And if this episode helped, please share it with one person who could use a gentle Monday reset. And that is how we grow this community, one share at a time. Just like planting one seed. I will see you Wednesday.